Hi guys, this is namkraftvn once again, and I'm sorry, but I'm back. Day 1 qualifiers is not yet over. I thought it was only just 8 groups, but I'm a noob, so I don't know what I'm talking about. There's actually 12 groups, and more players are going to be playing. The next finals is going to be of Group 10, aka Group J. In my dictionary, it's going to be called Group J, and it's going to be between Bisu and Leta. A very interesting encounter here. Of course, Bisu is the favorite to win, and he's already won the first game, best of 3. This next match, possibly deciding match, is going to be played on the map Apocalypse. Bisu spawning at the top side of the map at the 12th position in the yellow color, and his opponent Leta HD bottom right 84 o'clock position, and that color is I don't know, gray or whatever. I'm completely color blind. That is not teal, right? That is not. It's not blue. What is that color? It's like a mix of gray and crayon, if crayon is a color. Anyhow, is there any kind of insights we can get from the Elo scores? Let me just quickly show to you the Elo scores for today. Bisu is number 5, Leta is possibly number 30 or something like that. He's definitely not up there in the Elo scores. Did Bisu win an ASL? That is the question I want to ask. Because I keep on thinking that he should have won something, but I don't think he ever won anything. And indeed, Bisu has not won an ASL. That's right. So Bisu, Snow, Stork, Rush. These are the names that greatly deserve an ASL, but they just choke. So let's hope for more of that stuff. I mean, from this list, which player do you think is completely under deserving, with the exception of Shadow? Of course, that guy's a noob. But you know, with the exception of Shadow, who else should have not won an ASL but has won anyway? I'm gonna say, oh, Mini won an ASL, so that's nice. I'm gonna say JYJ. I don't think JYJ needs to be up here with 1 gold. Lava, yeah, he's a good player. Just because he's not, you know, streaming actually anymore doesn't mean he's not a good player. But I'd say JYJ doesn't deserve his ASL, man. I mean, I was not there for his age. I think it was a TvT finals, right? JJ versus Royal, JJ versus Rush, or JJ versus Light, or something like that. Anyhow, 2-0 coming out from BC, and Leta is gonna have to fight Leta, 2 portrait guy. But against Protoss, he would not play 2 portraits, he would just play 1 starport dropship maybe. SCV is gonna try to expand. If Leta is gonna be doing that kind of, you know, weaker player mentality, he's gonna fake an expansion and behind it going for aggression. And Beast is getting ready for an expansion. He's gonna be super careful. He's waiting, not yet planting down the Nexus. He's gonna wait for the SCV to completely disappear from vision, and then he's gonna plant on the Nexus now. Looks like Leta is gonna save up his money for an expansion as well, and indeed another vulture is gonna be out here on the map. Looks like Bisu has returned with the rest of his forces. Wow, looks like Leta, okay, Leta is gonna expand for sure. There's no way that it's gonna be going for that kind of crazy 2 fact push or like 1 factory 8 marines push. Vulture's gonna be hanging out here in the corner looking for some kind of openings, but there are no openings, so it's gonna be hiding in the back. Looks like this pro might be putting out a hidden nexus. It'd be very funny. Actually, we don't see a lot of Protoss hidden nexuses against Terran. I don't know why. I mean, this map is excellent for that. Like, look at that base. HD4 at what is it, 4:35 o'clock position, not this base that the probe is at 6 o'clock position, but the base on the right of that. That is prime for hidden Protoss' Terran base, man. I mean, Terran would never check that, never in their life would they think about checking it, especially against Protoss. Against Zerg they would check, but not against Protoss. Anyways, that's just one of my thoughts, because you need to mix and match, right? Sometimes strategies come into fashion and go out of fashion, so some of it's just basically how much you remember of builds, right? And how often are the builds used. And in these kind of live games, you cannot think of everything. I mean, you have a normal checklist, you check things off, but sometimes you forget that a certain build exists. The potential for that build exists, and this vulture goes right to, what are you doing to Bisu? Goddamn Bisu, B-shoes. You are so bad. Vulture doesn't have speed, but they still can like maul away at so many probes. Bisu is 1 game ahead, but that doesn't mean he can throw away probes like they're money. You know, don't throw away your coffee money to me. Save them and just give me only what I deserve, which is a couple of dollars, not more. Don't give me $10 or $20 like you give Athosis. I'm not that great of a caster. Give me $2. $2 is all I ask of you. The link is going to be in the video description, and I'm very happy. You don't even need to buy a repeating. I mean, by the way, Zelle and all of these PayPal credit card, there's an option to buy a repeating payment, but that's fine. I don't need repeating payment. Just buy me one-time payment every time you feel like giving me a payment, and I think that's going to be the best way for you to use your money, because you know sometimes you sign up for some kind of subscription and you forget to cancel. I've done it a couple of times. I hate it. I hate it when some guys trick me into subscribing into something that force me to, like, you know, pay repeatedly. And you know, I'm from a poor country, so every dime matters. Anyways, what are these guys doing? 2 tanks and 4 marines start to move out, and they're gonna back up now. I'm slightly tired now, you know, I've casted so many games, but there's gonna be more to come, so I'm just gonna try to give it my best and enjoy the games with you. Gonna be having Entry Bay and Army coming up now for Leta. Supply wise, Leta 51, Bisu 60. He's gonna come up with an observer. He's gonna get ready to take a 3rd base now, and he's gonna go to the standard 3 base Protoss. This is 2 base Terran kind of mentality here. Alright, looks like these mines are going to be cleared out. More vultures are still out in the middle map looking for some kind of openings. Tanks are starting to move out. I mean, this is just to scare Bisu a little bit. There's no way these tanks can actually do any kind of damage. 1 probe getting sniped, but before that the vulture gets sniped as well. So 2 vultures sniped for the price of 1 probe. That's a price that Bisu is fine to take, and he's going to rebuild his nexus without any kind of problem. Tanks are feigning a move out, but not really moving out. That vulture's hiding all the way in the corner. Will Bisu go and check in the corner? We shall see. Yeah, he does check in the corner, and he will see, and he'll clear the last of the vultures, and the game is going to resume from Bisu 77 supply, Leta 63, but the nexus from Bisu was delayed slightly here with the, to exchange for a couple of vultures. I don't know. I'm not so sure who's ahead. This vulture's going to look for more openings. There's going to be another probe that gets sniped. That probe is going to need to attack. Attack shot. He's not attacking, but anyways, losing 1 more probe is not a big deal. Hitter's getting in position, and Leta is playing not bad Starcraft. He's playing decent Starcraft today, and that is going to be something that Bisu need to think about. Even though he's ahead 1 game to what the score is 1-0, Bisu need to actually be very careful to not drag the game into the into the 3rd set, because that will complicate things for him. But anyhow, we're going to be having the Shadow that flies out now. The Shadow has got 1 Reaver and 2 Zealot, and defensively looks like Leta is kind of ready. He's got some turrets in some location. What is that? Is that core spinning? I am not sure. Maybe I was just hallucinating, but I'm quite sure that the core was spinning. So maybe Carriers is gonna be the name of the game. By the way, Apocalypse. What are the win rates for Terran players on Apocalypse? 48%. So okay, Protoss got a slight advantage. There's some riches to be abused here on this map. So Carriers will be, yeah, it is going to be Carriers, man. It is going to be Carriers, and the carriers are kind of built on the left side of the main base. Probes getting transferred towards the new base. I'm still very perplexed by that game between Rain and the other Terran player. How was Rain able to go off of 3 base to go carriers with Templar Archive? I don't know. I don't know how he makes it. There was something that needs to be traded. I'm not so sure exactly what was traded for that. Anyways, Reaver's going to do a good shot. Zealot's going to land once again, and 1 more Reaver shot to take out 1 tank. That was a good exchange, losing 1 Zealot and damaging the Reaver. He's going to look for more openings, but it's going to be better for him to hang out. I mean, now the priority for Bisu is to buy time so that his carriers can become operational. Be careful of the mine there. 4 butchers start to move around, but Dragoons are in the position to intercept. They're going to try to go towards the left corridor maybe. Observer checking for hidden bases. Nothing is found. The shuttle is going to fly in the main. There's a lot of mines and turrets in the main though. So BC will back out once he sees that there's a lot of siege position. He might land a Zealot. No, this is just completely buying time. He's going to be looking for some kind of openings. He's just, just playing with fire here. He's toying with a knife. A very short knife without using gloves, and now we're going to be having the fleet beacon created here. Fleet beacon or bacon, fleet bacon, right? I love fleet bacon. I eat it for breakfast every morning, guys. Everyone should have fleet bacon. It is full of calories and grease and Protoss oil, which is all essential for your spiritual and physical maturity here, masculinity. Okay, we're gonna be having a mine exploding against the Reaver. The Reaver is gonna do some shot against the Marine. That is a great shot, damaging some vultures in the process as well. Bisu 138 supply, Leta 106, and Leta's gonna start to move out. I'm not so sure what he wished to accomplish with this small push. I mean, it's gonna take a while until he can get towards that other high ground on the left side. It might be just better just to hang out and try to take a 3rd base. I mean, establishing a perimeter here means nothing. This position is like that Hamburger Hill in Vietnam War, where the American soldiers just went out there and fought and lost a lot of troops for nothing. They gained a hill, and then immediately after gaining the hill, they abandoned it. So I feel like this siege position, I mean, it's gonna take a while, and by the time the tanks get to the second hill, Carry is going to be out, or maybe Zealot will finish, I don't know. But anyways, Leta's going to push. Anyways, he's going to accelerate. He's going to try to expedite the process here. Reavers on the left side, they're going to be super careful. Observer is nicely placed to see. I think that Leta should complement his army with a couple of Goliaths, because his enemy is gone for shadow with Reavers, so it's going to be very, very difficult to fight and push the Reavers back without Goliath support. Anyways, Zealot's going to start to attack. Reavers going to try to do some shot. Now he's going to be careful. The Reavers going to try to do a good shot. The one tank is fast forward, but that tank is gonna be, the drawing power. He's gonna draw all of the dragoons into the tank, and he's gonna give, the room for the tanks on the low ground to attack it. One more tank is possibly going to get sniped when the Bisu backs up. He lost a lot of units in that process, but Bisu still had about 40 supply. I think the first two carriers are possibly gonna be coming out any moment soon. And remember that Leta doesn't have a third base. He doesn't have a third base. He's banking on the fact that he needs to win the battle outright, but fighting against high ground is hard. And one more Reaver shot kills the tanks here, and SV is getting sniped in the process as well. So Leta is fighting against the wall. He's trying hard. He's got +1 upgrades on the tank, which might be able to do something. Reaver's gonna get sniped. One Reaver snipe. The other Reaver is still in the back, and that other Reaver gets sniped as well. So the game is gonna go slightly into Leta's favor. The carriers need to reveal themselves now. The carriers need to have arrived now, because this is gonna be the moment that you need the support from the air here. This Reaver, even though it's got so much damages, is still alive, and the tanks are moving forward now. If a Protoss loses his high ground, it might snowball into the other effects. It looks like we'll be having a nice attack. Reaver is going to try to do a couple of shots, but now, yeah, Protoss completely abandoned this high ground position. Reaver is going to try to do a few more shots. Vultures back up at the last minute, and so many Zealot have bled it in that battle. So looks like a very nice engagement from both the players. Bisu 152 supply, Leta 119. We have two carriers just waiting with the interceptor growing now, not yet deploying, and the observer have perfect visions, and Bisu knows exactly what he needs to do. Zealot still doesn't have speed, man. This what does it do? 12 minutes, almost 30 minutes gap. Zealot is still very slow. We have 4 carriers now. Only 2 of them have full interceptor. The other ones don't have. Prob's going to be falling here. Bisu is going to take an expansion and 9 construction. He's confident that he can take it and hold that base. Otherwise, why would you take that base? Anyway, Dragoons start to come out. The first tank, the forward tank, is going to get sniped. There's not enough Goliath. Zealot's going to drop from the sky here to buy time. He's going to land and just really expedite the attack from the carriers here. One more tank has fallen, so a total of 3 tanks have fallen. The tanks are going to try to move forward, but not enough Goliaths. What the heck is he thinking? Leta fighting against carriers without Goliath. He knew about the presence of those carriers a long time ago. He should have beat Goliath a long time ago. But anyways, the tank's going to get supported from the back when the Vultures, Dragoons need to attack. And the Zealot need to actually work, man. The Zealot's actually not really working. They're shirking. But now it looks like finally these Dragoons are going to be able to clear out the last of the Vultures, and the tanks get pushed back as well. Bisu still ahead by about 30 supply. The Reaver is going to land here and take some shots. All of the Vultures get destroyed. Dragoons, what are you doing? So many Dragoon builders going to get exploded. Only 2 Goliaths, and now there's 5 carriers. They destroy every single Goliath and pushes the tank back. And Bisu can saturate his new base if he wishes to, but for the timing, what is he doing? He's attacking something. Okay, he's attacking the barracks. I was going to say, is he attacking his own carrier? That would be very funny to watch. Looks like the third base finally is going to complete for Leta. It's going to start to saturate probes over SV over there, excuse me. And we do have an observer that moves to that area to see that area. So Bisu will know exactly when is the perfect moment. He actually can send a shuttle there if he wishes to. He doesn't need to send his carriers. He can use his carriers to do a frontal attack. He's got a high ground advantage here. Clearing the turrets will be a great start. He still have at about 40 supply, and the battle is still very close and tense. Protoss has got +1 weapons, and Terran's got +1 and +1. Alright, looks like Carrier's gonna back up for the time being. I think +1 weapons for carriers is done as well. Maybe +1 armor is underway. We don't see the +1 armor being shown on those carriers. We have a shadow that start to fly over this area. Some Zealot bombing or Reaver dropping would be great against the new base here. I think some turrets are getting set up now. Yeah, there's some Goliaths in position already, so Bisu will have find himself a little bit hard pressed to go there. He goes and nonetheless he lands a Reaver, and the Reaver is going to take 1 shot against the SCV. That was not a bad shot, excuse me, killing 2 SCVs only. Now Carrier's going to try to attack him. Bisu still ahead by about 40 supply. One nice attack. Carrier's a little bit too far forward, but they back up now. And they provide decent support to the Dragoons, and the game is kind of fair and square here with the 15-minute mark on the game. Bisu with 4 bases and Leta with 3. The carries are continuously to grow in number. I wonder, we've never seen Protoss players at high level build, shield batteries. I think it would work if you have one shield battery in one of your bases. You know, you can, you know, use that to shield, you know, to heal your carriers when they go there. You can use that to heal your dragoons when you go there, and they provide excellent blocking and very cheap as well to block. And definitely not targeted by, you know, the attacking units like the cannons. If you build a cannon there, we get targeted by the attacking, you know, tanks and vultures, but not the shields. Anyways, these Goliaths gonna try to move a little bit fast forward, but the carriers need to group up together. Nice attack. Dragoons are gonna be melting from the left side. Carrier's gonna try to fall back because Goliath's gonna try to target. One carrier is so close to dying at the last minute. Bisu saves it. You need to group them all together now. The Dragoons move back. What are you doing, Bishus? Bishus, move back. And he does move back and group the forces nicely together. Bisu is still ahead by about 45 to 60, 50 supply. And he's got his 4 base economy booming. Zealot still don't have flag. The Shadow is going to go there with 2 Zealot. Not so sure what he can wish to accomplish. Maybe some Zealot bombing just to clear some forces. Anyways, we have another carrier joining the force here. I think it's going to be 7 or 8 carriers now. We have another huge engagement in the matter of the map here. 10 carriers with 5-6 Dragoons and a couple of Zealots against 4 tanks and like 15 to 20 Goliaths in the battle. It's nice. One of the carriers is way too far forward. That is a brand new carrier. 1 carrier snipe already. 2 carriers getting sniped. Maybe very close to getting sniped here, but the Goliaths are too far and few in between. They cannot have enough numbers. And GG from Leta. Bisu qualifies for the next round. Thanks for watching. See you soon. Bye-bye.